Yo Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. I hope you're all doing well. It has, as is tradition, been quite a while since I recorded anything, about a week, and actually I'm really behind on my upload schedule. I won't be by the time this goes up, but I just had a tough week or two work-wise. I had lots of stuff recorded, struggled to get it uploaded, and I had a few upload issues as well on top of that, which I'll tell you about in a second. But what we're going to be doing in this episode is sort of carrying on from where we were, and we're going to be playing Moria, followed by the Humpbacks. So previously we had Chance, which we lost against. In terms of where we are in the league table, we're 7th. I'll just show you the league table here. So 7th with 9 points. We're not too far off the pace. 6 points behind first place Manuel, who are a bit of a sort of surprise with Manuel up there at the top. But plenty of time to get back into it, and plenty of time to try and sneak into the top 2 in time for the O-League. We've got Moria first. They're going to be a fairly tough match, I think. Let's have a look at the team generally. So we've got Chile and Tamangara up front. This is as much for my benefit as it is yours, because it's been a while. Manuel and Lam on the left is fine. Frey and Bon on the right is fine. Sabur and Stroud we put in the centre because technically they're meant to be our better options, even though I've tended to favour Maggie and Muller. But apparently these two are the ones we should be using. And to be fair, Fred Sabur has actually got a reasonable average rating for the matches he's played. Kerr's got a red card, so we tried to put him on against AS Chance. He'd been complaining about not getting enough game time. Put him on, and then he got sent off. So, thanks. Top work, Dave Kerr. So we're going to put Diego Kaiser on, who I'm hoping is going to do quite well, actually. We need someone else in the centre, ideally, to cover, and we only really have Teo Hewitt. So put him in for the moment, and I think I'll probably stick with that for this match. Chabert's not quite made the bench because we've got Manuel Kalai on the bench instead. Yeah, anyone else? So Wallace isn't. Could bring on Wallace for. Wallace will have to sit out this one out, I think. So Moria, very good. They've got Semi Gerard as well, and we'll see if they're actually going to play with him. Yes, but bizarrely they're playing him on the right of the attacking midfield strata. So he's striker, maybe. Oh no, they trained him. So when we had him, he was a striker with AML, so he could play on the left-hand side, assuming what was a kind of... Oh no, actually he's a winger. They've got him playing probably as an inside forward on that right. Not too many of the players that we probably recognise outright. I think this is Sean Smith, who I've never heard of before. Yeah, he's not one of our Austral Island youth prospects from Rura 2. So interesting tactic that they've got here. We'll see how this goes. They're a strong team. We will struggle, I think. Playing on our sand pitch. This is not a very good kind of kit comparison. They're sort of black and orange checks against our slightly off gold kits. I've not actually managed to replicate this colour properly, but I quite like it. The 3D one we've got, I quite like how that actually looks. So yeah, I mentioned we had a few, I had a few upload issues. So I had a few videos already done, exported, I was just loading them up. And then I noticed that once they were loaded up, I had a copyright infringement, so not a strike, but basically the outro music that I use had been flagged. It meant ads were going to go on the videos for the copyright holder. So Bua knocks it forward, and it goes back to them. And this might be their highlight. Oh, straight through the middle, like the defenders weren't there. Good save in the end by Ahmed Smith, but see if we deal with this corner. Get it out. We have another bite at it. Another really good save then by Smith. And they've kept the pressure on us. Let's get rid, please. Go on there, Chid. Oh no, Chiddy's lost it. Gerard. So yeah, he wasn't going to get the second one there. They deserve that. They put on an enormous amount of pressure. And Coanetti has got that one. Leani Coenetti. Chidi could have saved us there, but he didn't. See, I had this kind of copyright infringement, so they were going to put ads on and get revenue from it, which is fair enough. As far as I was aware, I thought there was no copyright on that outro I use. It's a song called Naughty Hula Eyes, or Spearling Hit the Post. Came to nothing, but Spearling almost had it. Yeah, the song's called Naughty Hula Eyes by Andy Iona. It's the song from like the 50s or the 60s. As far as I could see, the copyright ran out on it. I didn't realise there's actually a website you can check for definite, and you can enter all the song and artist details, and it'll tell you what copyrights they've got and what rights are still there, if any. So it turns out, still under copyright, or at least it is now. Oh, we can't get it out, can we? We don't look like we've been threatening at all in this half. I'm not entirely sure what we can do for this crawl. Are we meant to be pressing reasonably? That's changed things. That's the stereotypical goal before half time that changes everything. I just need to stick a rocket up their asses. Just shout at them at half time, throw a shoe around, or some of them. Gerrard sets it up again. It's actually quite a creative play for them. For us, he was the kind of finisher. He seems to be the creator. I mean, you just wish he'd created against someone else. I'm glad he's doing well, but it's costing us. Right. I'll get back to my story about copyright in a second. Get revenge. Manuel's got a yellow. Let's bring on Joris Renard. Give him a chance. So because of the copyright kind of infringement, it doesn't harm your account or anything in any sort of way. It's not a copyright strike. Oh, come on. That is a soft goal. I thought we'd actually cleared that then. Stroud could have done better with that. And Bavarel shouldn't have been able to score that. 3-0. I'm really glad I shouted at them. It's really worked. Ray to Bon. Chance in his arm, really. Spearling. Not being able to get any closer than that. Back to Spearling again. He's pushing us back, and now they're on the break. We managed to play the offside trap by default, I think. I don't think there's actually enough players back then. So because of this copyright infringement, even though it's not a bad thing for the channel, it just meant videos would be on the video. Videos would be on the video. Ads would be on the video. And ads that wouldn't get me any money because my channel's not monetized. So I thought I'd just reload it. Oh, Frey. Completely offside there. So Renard did okay, apart from his decision making, I guess. So I thought I'd reload them, so I reprocessed them, thought I'd change the music. I put the episode up, and then it got flagged again. The exact same thing. So I thought this was Chidi with a cheeky goal there. One back for Chidi. He gets his goal bonus. Has no impact on the overall match. I don't think we're coming back now. Might be an opportunity to bring on a different striker though to help out. Just poor touch by the keeper. Let's bring in our subs. Let's bring on Manuel Kalai for Tamangara. Logan Frey's a bit tired, so let's bring on Minan. See how he does. So I appealed the next infringement because I thought it must just be because I've uploaded a video with the same name or same file name, so it's automatically glimpse of hope there for Chidi, playing a little bit better now. Bon. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Bouncing away. See, I thought maybe it's just they've lazily flagged it because it's the same thing again, so I appealed it. Then I realised that actually I'd done something completely wrong. I'd swapped the outrows around, because actually I'd replaced the angry hula eyes, the Andy Iona hula eyes. Oh, Renard. 10 minutes to get something back. Could be on. Let's shout. Get creative. Don't think we'll get anything. See, I'd actually replaced that out, the Andy Iona song, with a different outrow a while ago, because it happened before once in the past. So I'd actually replaced it, and what happened is I'd accidentally put the hula eyes back in, but not the outrow, which had normally been, which I'd checked when I re-uploaded it, but as the intro, just because I was half asleep. So it turns out there was still a strike against it. I appealed it, and there's no way to wind it back, so I just deleted it. Went through the whole process again, so exported the video, which takes about 40 minutes, and then uploaded, which took about an hour and a half, because of the way YouTube was going. So in the end, I wasted a couple of days just trying to do that, because I was doing this in between work. I've sorted it out now. I've actually just deleted that Andy Iona file, so I can never put it back on a video by mistake again. That cost me, so it's put me back, and because I've been so busy at work, I've not been able to actually upload the stuff I did record, because I've not had a chance to sit down and process it either. So here we go. We've lost 3-2. I know it probably sounded like I wasn't paying much attention to the match, but I don't think we're ever really in it when it came down to it. Go back to 3-2, which kind of flatters us. Spearling and Chidman are carrying an injury, which is less than ideal. And we've got the Humpbacks up next, who are currently 4th, and we again have never beaten them, other than we beat them in the Mutiny Trophy, which doesn't really count. So I'm just going to pause here, and we'll be back in just a second for the second match. Okay, so we're back for the match against the Humpbacks. So obviously they're doing well, they're 3rd, so they've played another game. And the table's moved around a little bit since the match we played. We've dropped a little bit to 8th. I think this may be a struggle. They've had a few injuries from what I can see. We're at home, so we've got that advantage, but we've only ever beaten them once, and that was in the Mutiny Trophy, where they did play quite a few young players. So we may need to be careful here. Dave Kerr is back. I'm going to put him back in for Kaiser. Not because Kaiser did badly or anything like that, but just because it might be worth giving him a chance. What I'm also probably going to do is, Tamangara's not been in great form. Like, he's literally, I don't think he's scored this season, has he? He has not. I mean, he's not played a huge amount of games, actually, but I guess we've only played 8 league games, so yeah, not a huge amount of games. But has Wallace? Wallace has got 1, so let's bring Wallace in for Tamangara. Let's just rotate them around a bit and see how they do. Because Tamangara is kind of my favourite, because he scored some good goals for me in the past, but I realise that might just be me being sentimental about his impact before, so let's give Wallace a go. Who have they got? So they're playing 4-4-2. Apparently their manager, Eddie Bremond, who we've faced in the past, plays quite direct style. So they've got Luca Barr, who we signed for the Humpbacks. He played for us for Marquesas as well. He's a good player. And they've got Burain. He looks pretty good as well. So already got quite a few caps for... Well, 11 caps, 5 goals for the actual national side. They got Dallowin, who used to play for us. Riviera, who tried to get Mason, Porter. On the bench, a few names like De La Terra. Very good. Oram, I think, was one of our youth prospects at one point. And who is this guy? Marquesan. He's okay. They're generally a bit stronger than us. I think we may struggle here. We've had a bad run of form though, so we do need to try and get something against them. Ideally, even just a point would be something. So Chidi back to Stroud, Stroud back to Sabua, and Sabua goes long. And that's the end of the opening highlight. I'm tempted, if we don't turn things around soon, to actually go back to the centre-back pairing we had before and sort of trust my gut rather than the assistant manager's recommendation. Spearling goes in. Penalty? That, whatever that was soft. Go on, Chidi. There we go. Dream start. Very soft penalty there. Referee playing up for the home crowd. A decent penalty. Not much they could have done about that, but decent. Doesn't make a huge difference to us in the table, but it keeps us in contention along with everyone else. Spearling again. Kind of scooped it in. I'll put him under pressure, stop the long ball. Do like the fact that they're still playing quite a direct style even though I'm not managing them. Oh, I mean, I don't like it now. I mean, I kind of like it now because I was just a poor finish, but they really had us then. Really, really had us. Good save there. Long ball from us this time. Just giving away the possession. Back and forth. They're too dangerous for us to keep doing this. We need to try and keep hold of it. Oh, too late. I can still shout and say none of these things. It's more of an instruction, isn't it? Demand more. So it's promising for the national side that they've got these players scoring goals like this, but he is a Tahitian player, not an Austral Island player, which is what we need. Back to a draw. Drops us down again. Not been the strongest start to the season for us, but we are still a small team, I guess, in comparison to some of the others. Let's give them a good performance. Stop being rubbish. Wallace we might bring off just because he's not as sharp as he could be, and also we've heard nothing from him. Tactics-wise, is there anything we can do? Do we want to be a bit more direct? I don't think we've got the pace to be more direct. Let's go slightly shorter, just to try and keep hold of it. Let's see what we do with this. Got really confused for a second there. Thought that was us kicking off, but it's them. Uhina ahead against Mauti, 3-0. Mayao are also winning. Moria are winning. Gerard and Coenetti have got goals. Come on, close him down. They're away again. Good tackle. But if you'd passed it, it would be done. On Spearling. Do something with it. Kerr. What a shot. Placed it. Former team, yep. I want to see the replay, but then I want to make a sub straight away. Spearling did well. Yeah, there we go. It's almost like he wasn't even looking. Right, let's bring on... Is Maggie fast? No. No, it's Stroud there. No, that's really Sabua. Bring him on. Keep it like that for the moment. Just because they're getting in behind us quite easily. I may just need to start looking at the attributes for our central defenders and just see if we can get some slightly more physical ones. Faster, stronger, ignore any kind of ability, get more aggressive ones in. Oh, what a free kick. And we're back to a draw again. It's a good match. Disappointing we can't seem to keep a lead there. Reasonably out of yellows as well. Free to occur. Makes double sub after this, I think. Oh, really? Now they're ahead. It's going to be a struggle to get off them now. So Minan can come on for free. Clyde's going to have to come off a Wallace. And then tactics. Much more direct. In transition. Over. Have to do, I think. We don't have enough time otherwise. Oh, that potential. Get creative. We're inspired, apparently. I'm just wondering if that get creative shout nullified some of my other tactical instructions. I'll get the ball back. Go along. Nice and simple strategy. That's not going long. That's, oh, really? And that's us done, I think. That's 2 games for this episode, 2 losses. Not necessarily unexpected losses, but still slightly painful ones. We still can't really touch this like full strength humpback side. Now, I do think they've probably got weaker since we've left, but they're still strong. They're still doing the business. They've gone top now with that. I don't see he's coming back from 2 now with 5 minutes and basically no possession. Been ignoring the match stats really, but almost another. And while some of them look close, they've just been more clinical. And they've passed us again. That's not undeserved, I think. They've looked far more dangerous than us at every opportunity. Do feel a bit jealous. And I am thinking we need to change our tactics. So we went to quite a, it's still a 4-4-2, it's still kind of direct, we tweaked it a bit, but it's still quite almost a terrible tackle. It's still quite positive, we still pass it around a bit. We still go out and try. Oh, I think Maggie might be getting sent off. No, just another penalty. Yeah, I think we might need to consider going back to a much more pure long ball. I'm going to have to look at the attributes. So in the next episode, I might decide what I'm going to do tactics-wise, looking at the squad, see if there's something we can do to try and just squeeze something extra out. Because this tactic it's not doing the complete sort of business for us. Alright, there we go. 6-2. Yeah. We looked like we were in it for some of the match, but they were still always more dangerous than us. And they soon got away from us towards the end. Yeah, I'm not happy with a 6-2 loss. So there we go. This is not good in terms of general performance. I don't think we're going to get sacked. We're just described as hapless. I can always check the job situation. To the job centre, there are no available jobs, which is right. In terms of insecure, we're nowhere near there. So there's only a few insecure jobs, a couple of international ones and a Uapoa one. And generally, the closer you are to this end, the more insecure you are, and we are all the way down here for the Austral Islands, and all the way here for the Tutungegi Wings. So actually we're doing alright. So we'll end there. Thanks very much for watching. Sorry for the kind of issues with the upload past week or so. We should hopefully be back on track soon. Thanks very much, guys.